Welcome to the sideboard here at the Charlotte Open Series. I'm Glenn Jones. I'm here with Chihoy Yim.
Hello, everybody.
Chihoy, you've had some success on the Open Series circuit, and you're going to replicate that this weekend, obviously.
Yep,
you've brought an interesting deck to the Standard Open, not what we've come to expect. It's a Bant deck. We talked a little bit with Matt Costa just last week in Somerset about perhaps the direction Bant may be going.
Right.
You're going a completely different direction.
Yeah.
It starts with Urban Evolution, underappreciated Gatecrash Uncommon.
Yeah.
You're running 4 of it. What's the role of Urban Evolution in this deck?
To make extra land drops and keep your card draw going so you can get to other cards.
Okay.
Or
So
to like start training your evolutions, basically.
Okay, so yeah, is it sort of serving as like the mid-range Sphinx's Revelation role? Like, normally those decks have to play it for like 2 or 3 once. But you're replacing that with Urban Evolution.
Yeah, help you get to a bigger Sphinx's Revelation and just keep you going at all time, basically.
Okay. The 2 new cards that you've added to the deck are both from Dragon's Maze. One of them I like a lot. One of them I'm a little unsure of. Okay. The one I'm unsure of, admittedly, is Plasm Capture. It's a mana drain variant. A lot of people were really excited when they first saw it. You're playing 2 copies. How are they? Are they good?
They're okay if you get to follow up with Urban Evolutions. Basically, just use the mana.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's just like a terrible 4 mana counter spell. So they're okay. Not
So it's
the
kind of
greatest.
iffy.
Yeah.
It does seem like this is the kind of strategy you want to be playing them in when you've got so many card drawing spells that you can often play one of those and another spell.
Yeah, definitely.
With the Plasma Capture. The other one is Renounce the Guilds.
Yeah.
I love Renounce the Guilds. I was a big fan.
That card is awesome. Just kills anything you have problem with, like Opposite Deck, Geysir Sink Trap, Sorin, Dormy Ray, like all those cards.
Yeah, it's a huge list. I expect we'll be seeing a lot more Renounce the Guilds in the future. You're main decking it. We saw it see some sideboard play in Somerset. Are you happy with your 2 main deck? Would you main deck more? Would you main deck less?
Like between 3 Snapcaster in the main deck, I think 2 is fine.
Okay.
Maybe go a little bit more if all those other problematic cards start picking up more play.
Sure. One of the issues is obviously it's not that great against Junk and Jund.
Right.
As your deck doesn't really care that much about Olivia. What are they going to take your Augur Bolus? So
yeah, exactly.
It's not a big deal. But if decks like Geist especially start popping up in bigger numbers, or even the Aristocrats, which has all of its cards are gold and sweet.
Yep.
So yeah, I could definitely see Renounce the Guilds coming up. Your kill condition in this deck, your Bant control, not necessarily unlike what we saw with Reed Duke's archetype a while ago. He was running Drown Yards and Elixirs, but you're running just 2 legitimate kill conditions, unless you count Snapcaster Augur Beatdown.
Maybe like 3.
3. Okay, well we have the Jace Memory Adept and the Nephali Drowner. Those get around to the actual killing of the opponent. And then the Elixir of Immortality makes sure that you're the one who gets to deck them.
Yeah, Elixir is like kill condition too. I mean, like if you don't draw your Jace or Drown Yards, you still got to deck them first with Elixir, so it counts
still
too.
functions very similar.
Right.
And you don't have to use anything like Howling Mine or whatever to make them draw. You're just prolonging the game to the point where you have total control and there's nothing you can do.
Like you just want to get to 15, 16 mana so you can Revelate every turn to stay out of range from any burns and just let them deck themselves.
And once you have all of your lands in play, thanks to the Urban Evolutions, the Farseeks, obviously when you shuffle your deck back together with Elixir of Immortality, you're not really drawing any lands. It's all action from there on out. So like an Urban Evolution is just always 3 spells.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you don't really need any more spells after you Revelate for like 15, 16, or whatever it is.
A Revelation for 15 is probably good enough to win the game. All right, so you decided to play this deck. What are the matchups you're concerned about, and which ones do you think are particularly strong?
I play this deck mainly because it has good matchup against Jund and Reanimator.
Okay.
Because they don't really interact with you, like they just kill you with slow creatures, so that doesn't really matter. You can just Supreme Verdict and then just go on with your business. That guy worry about the most is like super fast aggro decks, like Naya Blitz or maybe the Bant Hexproof deck.
Okay.
But I still have some answer for those.
Yeah, Renounce the Guild seems nice against the Bant Hexproof deck for sure. Naya Blitz I could see giving you a fair bit of trouble. There's not a lot of early removal.
Right.
You're just leaning on them having a little bit of a slow start, stumbling against an Augur maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
How are you solving that in the sideboard?
I have extra fogs, went up to 4 total fogs off the sideboard as well as 4 Terminuses.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you can just not take damage for 1 or 2 turns, then a Supreme Verdict is actually enough to shut the door on them a lot of the time.
But you do have to watch out for Boros Charms and they bring it in against you, so Terminus is more reliable that way.
Very accurate point.
Yep.
All right. So I imagine going over the top of Jund and Junk is a reasonable enough strategy. I guess we'll just have to see if you can hold it up for the rest of the tournament.
All right, let's do it. Thanks.